Hello, so today we are going to do this problem called power of 3, which is part of Leetcode daily challenge. So the problem says we get a number n and we want to return true if it's a power of 3, false otherwise. And so power of 3 just means that n is equal to 3 to the power of x for some value of x. Yeah, so here is there are some examples like 9, it's 3 to the power of 2. And 7 also, yeah, probably another power of 3, maybe 3 to the power of 3 or something. Yeah, but you get the idea. So this is the problem. We had a similar one recently, but for 4 to the power of x. So the solution here should be pretty similar. So let's get started. Yeah, what we can do, the first thing we can do, simplest thing is to just keep dividing by 3. So keep dividing n by 3 until we get to 1. Keep dividing by 3 until we get to 1. And if we are not able to get to 1, that means there is no solution. We can return false. So yeah, as simple as that. Basically, let's say for example for 9, we divide the first time by 3, we get 3. We divide the second time by 3, we get 1. So that's a solution. And this is because, like, if n is 3 to the power of x, that means n is just 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiple times, x times, right? So we can divide each time and x times, and then we should be able to get to 1, right? So yeah, by the way, with this method we can also find what x is, right? Because it's just the number of times we divide. And so let's just implement that. So while we haven't reached 1, and we can still divide, because if any times we can divide, let's say maybe we have some value that is 3 multiplied by 5, right? We divide the first time by 3, so that's good. The second time we try to check 5, we can divide 5 by 3, so we should exit. Or even if it's something like 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. So as soon as we find 5 not divisible by 3, we should stop, right? And so that's what we should do here. So n modulo 3 is equal to 0, which means as long as we can divide, then we divide by 3. And what we should return here is that we should return when we reach 1, right? If we are able to reach 1. So we return if n equal to 1. Because if we aren't, let's say in this case we divided by 3, we exited with this value, we check it's different than 1, we return false. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Let's submit. Okay, so that passes test cases. Now in terms of time complexity here, we are doing at most x iteration here, x being the power of 3 if n is a power of 3, but at most, like as an upper bound, it's O of n, right? A different way we can do this actually is, instead of dividing, is start from 1 and keep multiplying by 3 until we get to n. So just the reverse, right? So if x is a power, if n is a power of is 3 to the power of x, that means, again, just the same thing we said earlier, is x times, right? So we can just start from 1 and keep multiplying by 3 and check if we are equal to n. If we get to a number while multiplying bigger than n, or bigger or equal to n, we should stop our loop, right? Because yeah, until we get a value bigger than or equal to n, then we stop, right? So basically we keep doing that while I is smaller than n. Yeah, so we start with I equal to 1, and then what we need to do is, while I is smaller than n, we will keep multiplying by 3. So keep multiplying by 3, and then if here I equal to n, that means it's a power of 3 essentially. Yeah. So let's run this. Let's submit. Yeah, and that passes test cases. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this problem today. Please like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye.